Good evening and welcome to the Irish Arts Show, brought to you from the Scientology Community Centre, Dublin. Tonight, we are delighted to put the spotlight on singer-songwriter Sharon Rose. Sharon is from Dublin and has been singing since she was 14. She started her own band when she was 17 and has travelled up and down the country singing with various bands and shows. Sharon has released 4 original songs so far, and she's here to sing for us tonight. Please welcome Sharon Rose.
So this is who I am, and this is all I know. Choose to live for all that I can give, the spark that makes the power grow. And I will stand by my dream if I can, symbol of my faith, of who I am. But you are my only. I must follow on the road that lies ahead. I won't let my heart control my hand, but you are my only. We don't say goodbye. We don't say goodbye. And I know what I've got to be. Immortality. I made my journey through eternity. Yeah, I'll keep the memory of you and me inside. Fulfill your destiny. It's there within a child. My storm will never end. My faith is on the wind. King of hearts, the joker's wild. We don't say goodbye. We don't say goodbye. I'll make them all remember me, 'cause I have found a dream that must come true. Every ounce of me, I'll see it through. But you are my only. I'm sorry I don't have a role for love to play. Hand over my heart, I'll find a way, and I will make them give to me. Immortality. There is a vision and a fire in me. Yeah, I'll keep the memory of you and me inside. We don't say goodbye. With all my love for you and what else we may do, we don't say goodbye. used to spend my nights at a ballroom. Liquor was the only love I'd known, but you rescued me from reaching for the bottle, and you brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I'd look for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle's always dry. But when you pulled out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love that gets me high. Yeah, yeah. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. It's Tennessee whiskey, and you're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy, and honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, Tennessee whiskey, Tennessee whiskey. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, Tennessee whiskey, Tennessee whiskey. To escape The city was sticky and cruel. Maybe I should have called you first, but I was dying to get to you. I was dreaming while I drove the long straight road ahead, yeah. Taste your sweet kisses, your arms open wide. Fever for you is burning me up inside. I drove all night to get to you. Is that alright? I drove all night, crept in your room, woke you from your sleep to make love to you. Is that alright? I drove all night. What in this world keeps us from falling apart? No matter where I go, I hear the beating of our one heart. I think about you when the night is cold and dark, yeah. Nothing can move me the way that you do. Nothing erases the feeling between me and you. I drove all night to get to you. Is that alright? I drove all night, crept in your room, woke you from your sleep to make love to you. Is that alright? I drove all night. Taste your sweet kisses, your arms open wide. Fever for you is burning me up inside. I drove all night to get to you. Is that alright? I drove all night, crept in your room. Is that alright? I drove all night. I drove all night to get to you. Thank you very much. I'm Sharon Rose. I'm going to do some of my original songs for you now. This is 3 of them. So I'm going to start off with the first song I wrote. This is called Driving Home. This road home is feeling longer than it ever has before. Listen to the love songs on the radio, and I hear meaning so much more. Snow-filled mountains all around me, winter winds are blowing wild, pushing through the darkness, driving mile after mile. Feeling so alone, I'm going home to see my baby. I'm driving home to be with you. In the headlights, I can see my life, and it starts and ends there with you. I'm going home to see my baby. It's always been you, and I'm going home. See a light on the horizon. Sun is just about to rise. Thoughts of your arms keep my eyes alight, and your love guides me home. I'm going home. See my baby, I'm driving home to be with you. In the headlights, I can see my life, and it starts and ends there with you. I'm going home to see my baby. I'm driving home to be with you. My life's journey made me realize it's always been you, and I'm going home. In this world of strangers, love is hard to find, but I know for sure I'm yours and you are mine. I'm going home to see my baby. I'm driving home to be with you. In the headlights, I can see my life, and it starts and ends there with you. I'm going home to see my baby. I'm driving home to be with you. My life's journey made me realize it's always been you, and I'm going home. Ooh, I'm going home. Yeah, I'm driving home, yeah. Woo. I'm almost home. Billy grew up in a small town, never dreamed he'd be working every hour God sent to make ends meet. Lord knows he tried, but it's the least satisfied he had ever been. And so he quit his job and worked real hard trying to make it big. He was chasing dreams, rock and roll lifestyle and record deals. He was chasing dreams, every young girl's fantasy. He was chasing dreams, champagne parties and limousines. He was chasing dreams. He went town to town trying to make his mark on the music scene. His best laid plans fell short of reality, but he looked up to the man in his ivory tower with such envy, 'cause he was everything that Billy Boy desired to be. He was chasing dreams, rock and roll lifestyle and record deals. He was chasing dreams, every young girl's fantasy. He was chasing dreams, champagne signing record deals. He was chasing dreams, every young girl's fantasy. He was chasing dreams, champagne parties and limousines. He was chasing dreams, biggest rockstar I'd ever seen. Chasing dreams, chasing dreams. Doesn't matter if he looks sophisticated. Oh, inside those eyes, that man is faking. Walking around like he owns the world, thinking he can have his choice of girls. He's a hustler, no good excuse for a man. Laying down in the dirt where all the other lowlife hang. Yeah, lock up your daughters 'cause the snake, he's on his way. When he's around, nothing in a skirt is safe. He thinks he's God, yeah, the man thinks he's sacred. Well, get off your throne, 'cause that seat's been taken. He's talking cheap, trying to act real smooth with a slick back hair and his cheap black suit. He's a hustler, no good excuse for a man. Laying down in the dirt where all the other lowlife hang. Yeah, lock up your daughters 'cause the snake, he's on his way. When he's around, nothing in a skirt is safe. All dressed up with no place to be, nothing in his pocket but a caught up his sleeve. Worn out boots and his shaky hands, bottle of whiskey and a one-night stand.
Yeah, here it comes.
He's a hustler, no good excuse for a man. Laying down in the dirt where all the other lowlife hang. Yeah, lock up your daughters 'cause the snake, he's on his way. When he's around, nothing in a skirt is safe. Hustler, the man's a hustler, yeah. He's a hustler, baby. Ooh, yeah. He'll bring it to your knees to get what he needs, but he won't stay long. gone, long gone. Yeah. Thank you.
Wow, I have to say, I really, really enjoyed listening to Sharon Rose. Obviously, she started off with the Celine Dion vibe, and then when she was singing her own songs, went into like Dolly Parton. I mean, that sound was fabulous. I wonder what is her favourite. I'll have to ask her. Sharon, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, great to have you here too.
Yeah.
I was really impressed by all of that. I knew I was going to be impressed anyway, obviously.
Thank you.
But yes, just the changeover when you went into your own songs was incredible. But
yeah, it's a big shift.
yeah. So
Yeah.
obviously you've been singing since you were 14. So tell me about that.
I have been. I remember when I was 14, my mum used to sneak me into the pubs. She'd do my makeup and my hair just so I could go in and sing with the bands. And that's how I started off. And then I went on then to going into a band. Billy Hughes actually put me forward for a band. It was the Uptown Band. And I started off with them when I was, I think, 17. And then I started off my own band and went from one thing to the other, to tributes. And then I only started writing maybe 6 years ago now. So I've been doing a bit of everything in between. So kept busy.
And how did you get into the tributes?
Really by accident, you know. It was my brother was doing the shows at the time, and he asked me if I'd like to get involved, and I said I don't even know who I'd do a tribute to, but I ended up doing Celine Dion, Kylie Minogue, ABBA, Madonna on the odd occasion, and a bit of everything. So just kind of fell into that by.
Was it all in the
chance.
one show, or was it different shows?
It was all the one show. There was different acts. You'd have like my brother Ant had done Michael Jackson, and then someone else was doing Elvis, Tina Turner, and we'd all come on. We had dancers and a full show. So we toured quite a lot with that.
I think you'll definitely have to add a little bit of Dolly Parton into that.
Yeah, that's only recently I start getting into the country end of things. Really, when I start writing, 'cause I've always been told I had that country twang.
You
to my
do,
voice,
you definitely have a
but
country twang, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so-
could actually hear Dolly Parton at times in your
Yeah.
voice and certain
I
words and lyrics and.
Yeah, a few people have said that to me. But I really only noticed it more so when I start writing songs, that country twang was there. It was just anything I sang just had that country sound to it. So
And obviously, if you don't mind me saying, you start writing songs after your father passed away.
I did, yeah.
So that was an inspiration for you. So where was it all coming from? Because obviously you spent a long time in your career actually not writing songs.
Yeah, it was something I'd never really thought about writing songs. I kind of dabbled when I was younger, but never really kind of continued on with it or made anything of it. And then it was 6 months actually to the day that my dad died, and the lyrics to Driving Home, the first line of Driving Home, it was just caught in my head on a loop. And I said, I'll write it down. So I wrote it down and just kept going with it. And by the end of the day, I had the full song finished. And I sat on it for another probably 6 months before I'd done anything about it, and eventually had it recorded. And I just kept writing from there.
And did you realise when you were writing it that it was going to have a country sound to it?
When I started singing it, when I had it all finished on paper, the country, all right. Yeah, it wasn't my intention. It didn't come out that way, but yeah, that's how it ended up.
And do you have a favourite of the songs that you've written?
I think Driving Home will always be my favourite, though.
Well, consider it was
just
your
'cause it was the first, yeah.
And you were driving home at the time?
I was, yeah.
that.
We were doing a show up in Belfast for 2 nights, and I always remember the snow was coming down so heavy. And it was the first time I ever got homesick. I've been touring and doing all that stuff for years, and that was the first time I got homesick. And I just wanted to get home to my 2 boys, and you know, my youngest son was 2 at the time. So that's where Driving Home to see my baby. He was so young, and that's where that came from, you know. But
that's the thing that people don't actually think about when we're in the music business. Like obviously, I travel myself, so especially when your children are young, it's very difficult to be away and bedtimes and all that. You miss all of that because obviously you're away singing in the middle of the night and driving home in the middle of the night, you know, and then trying to get up early in the morning.
that's it.
For the school gates.
Yeah, going in, you know, makeup everywhere. Oh. But yeah, you do. You miss out on an awful lot. And you miss out on like family functions as well, and parties, and your friends are going out and you're like, I can't, you know, you're coming out with us, and you miss out on so much, you know.
Did you have a break at any point when you had your...
No, COVID. That was the first kind of break I had.
Speaking of COVID,
yes.
seeing as you brought it up, I was definitely not going to bring it up, but seeing as you did, how did you actually cope?
I'm not going to lie, I found it very difficult, really, really strange. And the fact that we were kind of the first to finish and the last ones back at it was, it did take a toll. And I found it very hard getting back into the singing then. I was really anxious getting back out there, and I didn't know whether I could do it again or not. You know, after such a long break, it was hard getting into it. So, yeah. Strange times.
Yeah, I think from interviewing different acts and singers and all that definitely, for sure. I think the fact that we were the first out and the last back in, I think it was when we were the last back in was kind of like, it took its toll on many people. Did you find you had a hobby, or how did you keep yourself busy, or no?
I kept writing songs.
You kept writing songs, really, I love it.
Do you know what, I took up jewellery making for a while, making necklaces and all that kind of stuff just to keep myself busy, and I haven't done it since, mind you, but yeah, that's what I've done to keep myself busy and occupied, and start making jewellery. And
you weren't the singer that was online singing, no?
No, didn't do much of that at all. I don't think I'd done any of it really during COVID.
Did it affect your voice when you went back?
I had a knock on my confidence, all right. Yeah, definitely. Just getting back into it. The voice was there, but the confidence wasn't. So I was kind of holding back a little bit and afraid to push, you know, the way you'd normally just get and belt out a song, and that wasn't really there for a while.
Yeah.
And remembering the words, remembering the lyrics of songs was just, I couldn't believe how much I'd forgotten, you know, before getting back out there and gigging again.
I think it's like it's a muscle, so obviously it takes time to get back to the strength when we've been not singing, you know. I
was totally blank. Just some of the songs just weren't there anymore. I was like, oh God. Yeah.
And do you have like a favourite song that you go to?
Favourite song?
I know you've probably got a lot of songs that you sing and a lot of favourites, but is there one that just stands out?
Not really. Sweet 16 probably, because it was a song my grandparents on both sides kind of used to sing to each other, and but no, I listen to all sorts of music, and I sing a bit of everything. I don't kind of like to pigeonhole in one kind of genre. Like I sing pop rock, you know. I love kind of musical kind of stuff the odd time, or I'll try anything. I love Bat Out of Hell and all that kind of, you know, giving it socks. I'll try anything, you know, and I just enjoy singing different styles of music.
And who influenced you, do you think, growing up maybe?
Growing up, we had a huge collection of cassette tapes, every album you could think of, and I used to be digging around, and I'd be listening to ABBA, Blondie, Barbra Streisand was probably the first one when I realised I could sing along and I could kind of reach certain notes, and I was like, ooh, actually this is something I might be interested in doing. And but I listened to everything and sang along with everything, and we'd all sorts of music going on in the house, because I've 3 brothers. I've 1 younger and 2 older, and they're all into the singing. They all sang with bands, and so there was all sorts of music going on in the house, constant, you know. And
you've even been on stage, haven't you, with your brothers?
Yes, yeah. Well, I done my brother does the Michael Jackson tribute.
You have to have him on.
So, yeah, he'd love that actually. Yeah. So we toured quite a lot with that, and then I sang. My other brother was in the first band I put together was called Crystal Clear, and my eldest brother was in that with me as well. So, and then I sang with my youngest brother as well for a few years. So we've all worked together on and off. Yeah,
that's great. Actually, great company for you as well.
Ah, yeah.
You're working with family as well. Yeah, absolutely. And do you have any plans for, like, obviously we're in January now, we're at the start of the year, and have you goals set or for a career and privately?
No, Not
No.
really, no. I'm just kind of going with the flow now at the moment. Just continue writing and recording, I suppose, and just, you know, the gigs are kind of always going to be there for you. It's something I've always done. I don't know anything else. I'd like to kind of step out of my comfort zone a little bit more, as I'm here today, as you can see. Yeah, just the likes of that. I just try new things, I think, but I haven't set any goals as such, you know, not yet.
No, you have the whole year to think about it.
Oh yeah, plenty of time. Plenty
Right
of time.
at the beginning.
Yeah.
So if people want to contact you, obviously to book you,
Yeah. You can get me
where-
on Facebook, all the usual places, Facebook and Instagram. I'm under Sharon Rose or Sharon Rose Music on
Sharon
Facebook.
Rose Music on Facebook.
And Instagram as well, Sharon Rose.
Sharon
so you'll
Rose.
find me there.
Well, look, you know, we had a wonderful time with you here
Thank you
this
very much.
evening.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for
It's
coming.
really
Hopefully we
amazing.
see you again very, very soon.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
have to check you up now on social media later.
Brilliant. Yeah, yeah. I know, it's
Okay.
great.
Everybody, that's it for this evening. We've had a wonderful show here with Sharon Rose, and definitely Dolly Parton is for her. She needs to try her out as a tribute. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you all again next week. Until then, thank you. Good night. Thank you. Bye.